Alright, day 39, we're back. So I don't think I have questions left, but I'll just talk about whatever and we'll see where it goes. I just like 1 second ago, I finished Night Bitch, like the book I mentioned in the last episode. It was actually peak. Oh. But to be honest, it was hard to watch Moral Oral and read a book at the same time, but I did it anyways. I was way more invested in the book than the show, honestly. I guess that's because the book was like near the end and the show had barely started, but still. I'm saying the book was good. Like if you guys are in school or some shit, or you just like read books, I think you should give it a shot. It's pretty good. I saw I already had Paradise Rat downloaded to my Kindle Fire. I don't even remember buying it, but I guess that's what I'm reading next. I have no idea what it's about. Like I said, I don't know what any of them are about. Train's moving very slow. What is my interact button? Is it you? Oh, I think I touched the train. I know if you interact with the train, I don't remember if it's when it's going fast or slow, you can actually ride on it. I gotta remember to check the controls again before I start the next day. I was supposed to color pages today, and I was like, I really want to do other stuff, so I switched my days around. So what do I do tomorrow? I color. Or, yeah, no. Tomorrow I work on Reach of Ice, that's right. Draft almost done, like I said. Am I? Oh. I did hear, if you spawn in certain spots in that place, you do just like kind of fall through the floor when you move. Probably not intentional, but you know. Okay, it looks like the is L on my keyboard. I thought it was O. The button is circle, so that's probably what I was thinking of. Where is this? Oh, it's Kyoto. Maybe I should, when I'm done reading all the books, if I ever do it, maybe I should do like a tier list or something. I just drew a lot today. That's so stupid. I took a day off of work from drawing to draw. And it felt different. It's weird how drawing can be like your job. Oh god. And it can be your hobby. And then it can also not be good enough to be a hobby, and you gotta do something else. I like the faces he makes for this game that are on the textures and stuff. that what I think it is? Oh, he looks weird. In YouTuber terms, this is what we call a thumbnail. Okay. Okay. Been getting into chorizo lately. I eat it for breakfast. I mean, today was nice. You know. I struggled, like, the whole day to get off my ass and just read the book instead of, like, looking at the internet. Because I'm just so used to looking at the internet. Like, I used to read a lot in high school, right? Here, we're gonna look at this and I'm gonna speed it up. It's like he's wearing knee socks. But, hold on. Look at him go. Oh, he doesn't have feet. I don't think you can touch him. I used to read a lot in high school, like I was saying. But it was always because, like, I guess it was in, like, a classroom environment. Or, like, I had nothing better to do. So it's been hard. Like, I graduated college, I'm just, like, working from home. It's really hard to, like, make myself read a book now. And I used to read them a lot. The selection wasn't very good, though. But now I have a Kindle. And I can buy any book I want. That's on the Kindle. I used to use my mom's Kindle Fire when I was a kid. I mean, Kindle Fires have been around for a while. Before Kindle Fires, she used to take me and my brother to, like, Barnes & Noble, I think. And she'd look for books to get, you know? It was either Barnes & Noble or some library, but I'm pretty sure Barnes & Noble was the one with, like, the Starbucks in it, right? Because we'd always get, like, hot chocolate or something. And it also had, like, you know, later it started to have, like, the iPads and Kindles on display before she bought one, and we'd, like, play Angry Birds on it. You know, like the good Angry Birds, the first one, before they removed it. My brother told me they removed it. He was so sad. From, like, the App Store. Dude, apps are so bad now. It's weird to think that there's, like, that something was, like, better before than it is now. I swear when I was a kid, apps were way more fun. There were always microtransactions, I guess, but they were not as bad as they are now. I used to play this one game on the Kindle that was like a dinosaur hunting game. I think it's still out there. And it had this thing in it where, like, you could hunt, like, you picked a dinosaur to hunt and then it dropped you into this map. And then you had to go find the dinosaur and, like, shoot it or whatever with your gun. and then you got to, like, keep the model of the dinosaur that you killed in, like, a trophy room, and you got to, like, see how big it, like, the dinosaur was, like, I think the height of it or something, and then it would, like, replace the biggest, or, like, the smallest one you had with the next biggest one you had. So eventually you'd have, like, the room full of, like, the biggest dinosaurs you've ever killed, I guess. This sounds absurd, but that's just how it worked. And, I was at Two Moons. I've never noticed Two Moons before. And there was the T-Rex, which scared the shit out, like, the, you know, ever-loving Christ out of me. And as I played the game more and more, I found out that, like, you can only kill that thing if you, like, shoot it right in the eye, which was so difficult, or I thought it was at first. But I was playing this stupid game so much that eventually I started, like, instead of, like, all the fancy, like, rifles and whatever, I would go in with, like, the shitty handgun, and I'd try to shoot the T-Rex in the eye. And it was, like, I was still scared of it, so if I didn't get the first shot, you know, and I missed, or I shot the dinosaur and it got pissed off at me, I would close the game, and then I would try again. That's what I remember about it. And I was in, like, a lot of, I guess, after school programs, and I'd show the other kids all the T-Rexes in my trophy room all the time. Man, after school. I remember, like, 2012, you know, we'd be on, like, a bus together, going to some park or something, during, like, vacation or break. And anywhere, like, my favorite thing to do on the bus, point out the window or something and say, "Guys, I see Slender Man." And we made that into a game. So, like, someone would say they saw Slender Man and everyone would start, like, screaming and stuff. That was probably so annoying for the bus driver. And and, like, everyone knew it was a joke, right? So we'd start saying shit like, "He's in the vents," and then everyone would start screaming. Sus, he vented. Because, you know, buses had, like, those, or, like, I guess, like, the smaller buses, these aren't, like, school buses, they're for, like, a rec center, right? They were, like, smaller, and they had, like, air conditioning and stuff, so they had, like, air vents. So we'd point in them, and we'd say we saw Slender Man in them, and everyone would start freaking out. And now kids are, like, I used to not want to go to the bathroom at night because I thought Slender Man was gonna be there, and now kids do that with, like, Freddy Fazbear. And that's so funny. I did hear from one guy who works in, like, education that instead of LARPing, Warrior Cats, the kids he has, they would LARP, like, Skibbity Toilets or something. The West has fallen. I used to play Warrior Cats on the playground. It got me in trouble. Fighting and stuff. I remember, I had this class in 3rd grade where I got to sit at this table by myself that was next to this huge window. I think it was math class. And I would look out the window, and, you know, the school was built on, like, I guess an acre that was next to some guy's, like, farm, right? So there were a bunch of acres of land next to the school. So I would look out the window, and there's just be this big open field with a bunch of trees around it. And every time I looked at it, man, I wish I could just disappear into that and just be a cat or something. They do act like, I guess topically they explored that exact feeling in Night Bitch. So if you've ever felt like that, I think you should read the book. It's pretty good. Oh my god, can we get a gameplay dream, please? Come on. I'm looking at the seams of the ceiling tiles. I'm guessing outside the sky is going to be like obnoxiously green or something. So, yeah. Wow. This is like that one scene from Objectified. I love that picture that's like, how can I make this about Objectify? I use it all the time. I don't know who made it or where it's from. I think I found it on Pinterest or something. It's so real though. Night Bitch also made me think about Razor, kinda, just a little bit. I think themes are similar. At least, maybe just spiritually. I don't know, does that make sense? I think Razor is where I peaked with object show character design. And that's insane because she was the first object show character I ever designed. I noticed someone got their hands on the super old art of Razor and, like, I guess some other characters. I don't know how. But I hate seeing it because they're so damn ugly. Oh, a car. Can I walk into it? No. Wonder if I can be hit by that car. Sorry, that's just like the way you have to think about the game. If I touch this, will it do anything? I'm just gonna... yeah. Do you remember the animation I made on Tumblr that was like the animations with like Razor and Dynamite and stuff? I actually made those assets for Razor like an entire, I want to say at least a year earlier, because I was thinking about the ugly as shit super old art of her, and I was like, I really want to just do it over and try again. So that's actually what that was. I just wanted to prove to myself that I could make like object show, like actual like assets for animation that weren't dog shit. I think the fossil one was the worst. Oh my god. And Mushroom used to be pink. We'll talk about that one day, but not today. Let's just say we're getting there. You'll know what I mean. I guess we'll tell patrons first. Probably we'll see. You know, it'll be a while. We're finally like in that of stuff happening though. It feels so weird that we're finally at the part where like pack, you know, and just we're at the part with Wagyu, blah blah blah, you know, changing in appearance and stuff, and maybe he's not a protagonist anymore. And people are starting to realize that. I was so impatient waiting for people to notice. They're like, oh, this poor little guy. I hope he finds a friend or something. And I was like, you shouldn't want that at all. if Wagyu so much as touches anyone on the cast, they're gonna get assimilated, no exceptions. And they wanted him to like join a survivor group or something. That okay. I mean, if you insist. There's other funny stuff that fans say that I can't talk about yet. I will one day. There's some stuff people say that I'm like, and I can't say anything. I can't insinuate anything at all. A lot of it is with Mushroom. I do like seeing theories though, even if they're like way off. It's like a creepypasta, right? If it's good, it's entertaining. If it's bad, it's still entertaining. You just can't go wrong with the theory. I'm gonna go in here. Sorry if you can hear my cat, she's meowing really loud. It usually doesn't pick up, but, you know, on the off chance you hear a weird noise, that's my cat. I'm supposed to follow this baby. What? Damn. I was in bed drawing. Okay, I was in bed drawing today, and she comes over and she sits on me, right, while I'm drawing for like an hour, and then I'm like, okay, it's time to read the book, so I get up and I go to like my beanbag, you know, to read the book and watch TV. And then she follows me over there, and then she sits on me. Here's the womb, by the way. Or, yeah. What? What's on your mouth? Wipe something off your mouth. I had this cat since I was like 7 years old now. She's like 18 years old. Or 19. My cat is older than most of you. Leave a comment if you're older than my cat. Don't say you're older than my cat, just leave a money mouth emoji, and only one. You don't want... Just, you know... Do not leave two. Or I will send nuclear bombs to your house. And you don't want to know what's gonna happen if you leave three. Is a pitch black sky. I don't see an astronaut. Like, at all. Why do cats like to sit on Walmart bags? I don't get it. I'd say surely it's because of the noise they make, but my cat's deaf, so... She wasn't always deaf. Listen, I'm not saying I'm glad she's deaf, but it's kind of... It's pretty nice to, like, make a loud fucking noise and it doesn't scare the shit out of your cat anymore. Because she used to be so skittish and now she can sleep through, like, I can move around and, you know, touch stuff and she doesn't freak out. Which is... Oh wait, I was supposed to go upstairs. It's like a silver lining, I guess. One of my favorite things to do is, like, I'm in a voice call with my friends, and then the cat, like, jumps on my bed, and I'm like, hey guys, it's Emma. Everyone say hi to Emma. And they're all like, hi, Emma. And then I'm like, she can't hear you, she's deaf. And they forget every time. I think it's because they're used to just, like, the opposite. My cats used to pick up on the microphone a lot, I guess because I had a headset. And they'd talk to my cats. I had a really noisy cat. He passed away like a year ago. Yeah, both of my cats were, we've had them for a long time. And they never leave me alone, they follow me everywhere. And well, this one sits on me all the time. She used to not do that. I used to always want her to do that, and now that she does it, I'm sick of it. Because I'm like trying to work and she's walking all over me. And I'm like, please just lay down, because you know the cat's fucking feet are like digging into like my stomach and shit. And she only weighs 4 pounds. Oh. She only weighs 4 pounds, but it feels like she weighs 50 pounds when she's like stepping on me. She's a very small cat. And she's pretty old, so she's losing like muscle mass and stuff. If 4 pounds sounds concerning, she gets checkups at the vet. They said it's a normal weight for her size, so, and her age. Honestly, she's way too full of energy for how fucking old she is. My mom is like, oh, poor Emma, she's so old and decrepit. She's like a carpet with legs, and yet she spends like 8 hours a day stepping all over me and jumping around and yelling at me and stuff. I'm gonna stop here. It's 2 in the morning. I got other stuff to do. I know it probably wasn't objectified-y enough for you guys today, but I'm gonna give it a few more days before I open asks again. You know, we got the new microphone coming. I'll treat the channel with like we'll do like the let's read objectified and then we'll really talk about objectified. How's that? So see you.